Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Damansar Uptown, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, weighing in at one extended hiatus with no discernible reason. He is your fellow Uptown lowlife, Cornelius. I deserve that, don't I? Yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that. Can you folks hear me? Can I be heard? Do let me know, please. Do let me know. It's been a while. OBS has legitimately changed. Maybe I should have updated the damn thing a little bit, a few days before I decided to return, I suppose. Can anyone let me know if I'm, can I be heard? I like to think I can be heard. Hear what? Hear me. Like, can you hear me? Oh, come on. Surely I can be heard. I mean, according to OBS, I can be heard, right? Right, Crimson? No, okay, I'm fine, I'll manually check myself again. Okay. OBS has legitimately changed. Oh my god, I'm not... Bloody hell. Oh, damn it, I thought I turned off my... Damn it, I thought I turned off my echo. As always, I forgot to turn off my echo, as always. Well, yeah, I can hear you, maybe. Joking with jokes. Okay, now, alright, as usual, I forget to turn off my echo, and chat is messing with me as per usual. How have you guys bloody been? Yeah. Man, it's been a while, eh? What the hell do I say now, man? What the hell do I say? It's been, well, far too long. First of all, it's been far too long. Sorry, it does feel a bit awkward, for me, because I have not streamed for quite legitimately 4 or 5 months at least. Oh, I thought the audio was until like when they announced wrestlers. I mean, yes. When I first started off, the echo was very deliberate. Of course. It's just that I constantly forget to turn it off. Or in this case, I actually thought I pressed the right button on my stream deck, but turns out I pressed the wrong button. So that's a little bit of a common mishap by yours lowly. First comeback stream is always a bit awkward. Oh yes, indeed. It has been 4 to 5 months. Okay, before I get into some semblance of an explanation as to what in the world happened, let me just introduce myself again, folks. Hi. Cornelius, professional wrestler turned butler VTuber at your service. Bloody hell, I almost forgot I was a butler. Oh, bloody hell. Man, it's good to be back. So yeah, I'm an actual professional wrestler. In fact, I actually arguably do more wrestling than streaming these days. Where's the video? Where's the video of mine where I can prove that I'm an actual wrestler? There's a video too. Here it is. Let's see if this still bloody works. Here we go. Yeah, this is me doing a little bit of wrestling. Yeah, double knee drops, getting hit, flying clothesline, and everyone loves that. Yep. Hope you enjoyed that. It's been a while since I showed that, in fact. So yeah, I'm a real wrestler. In fact, I am really wrestling next week. I'll get into that pretty soon. So I used to stream every week, a few times per week, really consistently. Well, I say that, but like at least once per week or something like that. It really depends. I typically do a mixture of like gaming, talking about wrestling content, collabs, and obviously, a signature of mine would be the Square Circle Made Simple, my pro wrestling game show. Man, I had a super long title that I've completely forgotten. Still here, just gonna get ready for work. BRB, not a problem, Krim, not a problem. And thank you for interacting in chat. I Krim really appreciate it. So it's been a while. It's been a while. Obviously, something happened. I've alluded to it too as well. If you've seen my socials, heck, I actually posted something in January. Actually, in January, it's nearly the end of March, and only now I've started streaming. This is not going to be a very satisfying answer, frankly speaking, but I don't want to fully explain why I took an extended hiatus, essentially. I knew I wanted to come back. This is not me like considering stopping. But it's just that there were just some stuff that happened in the course of these several months that, yeah, was honestly pretty challenging. Both physically and mentally. Like, it got pretty bad. It got pretty bad. Things have stabilized a bit, I suppose. Things have mended somewhat, I suppose. And truth be told, chat, I honestly could have streamed earlier. I wanted to. I suppose just getting back on this wheel, getting back into the streaming mode, getting back into doing all this, just became really hard. It's not like I didn't do any content either. Like, I released 3 short vlogs. No, so it's not like I didn't do anything. I fully still intend to do content creation. It's just that, especially when it comes to the streaming side, it's like, I know that doing this sort of thing requires a lot of discipline, but it also requires a little bit of like jump starting yourself again, so to speak. And I guess I just thought to myself, F it, and do it today. Honestly, that really is as simple as that, as to why I started now as opposed to earlier. Yeah. It's kind of like I said, not a very satisfying explanation at all. All I'll say is, I'm doing better now. Oh, by the way, dibs on first collab. Sure. We can talk about it in the DMs, Grim. We can talk about it in the DMs. Don't worry. Oh yeah, I forgot. I am a stickler for the rules. If you've joined me for the first time, folks, please do read the rules and descriptions in down below. Yeah, you better do that, or else I'll, where is it? I will. Where did I put the damn thing? Oh, here it is. It's been a while since I waved this thing. Dang, it has been a while. Okay, so I went to Indonesia to coach in wrestling. Good grief. And even then, that was a while too. I honestly should have done this stream a lot earlier to coincide with, my bloody Indonesian trip. But like I said, it was hard for me to get back into get into the swing of things again. Everything was already stabilized by say around February, maybe. But just jumping back onto the wagon, honestly, was a bit of a mental barrier that I had to just get over. Yo, hey, that's you. It's been a while. Well, actually, for you in particular, it's not been a while at all. It's not been a while at all. This year is my moderator, and she is been a real great help. Even though I've been on hiatus for so long, my moderators have been, I suppose, keeping an eye on me for a decent bit, and I really appreciate that. You have no idea. How long were you in Indonesia for? Not too long, just a few days actually, say like a Friday to a Monday, actually. Was it? And I'll explain all of that pretty soon. Pretty soon. Yes, thank you for saying hi to the mod. Please do respect them. And if they say something, their word goes. Please do respect the request and stuff like that. Shy face. I really appreciate everything that you've done for me. The Stu, I really do. The Stu knows more than me as to what happened. So yeah. My moderators get it. Ryan is busy today. There's also unaware Ryan is a fellow professional wrestler / referee. Although these days he's more of a wrestler now. Ryan, are you still wrestling or reffing? Are you still wrestling and reffing, or are you just wrestling now? Do let me know. I can't get over the fact that he's like, I think, wrestling more than reffing these days. Wild. And he's not here. How dare he? How dare he not be here? My return. I mean, no, he doesn't have to be in my whims and stuff. Okay. I'm sort of like going on tangents right now. So, I went to Indonesia to coach in pro wrestling. Something that so as you guys know, I'm a professional wrestler here in Malaysia, in the greater Southeast Asian region. And I have said this time, a lot of my fellow wrestlers have heard me say this before, like even from dating back like a few years ago. The last frontier for Southeast Asian wrestling is Jakarta or Indonesia in general. And then, late last year, Indonesia Pro Wrestling opened. Not in Jakarta, but in Bandung, actually, which is a city a couple of hours from Jakarta. So close enough. It's still on the Java Island. Bandung's still a big city. It's very well connected to Jakarta in general. So we'll take it. And I have been in a surprising amount of contact with them, actually. A surprising amount of contact with Indonesia Pro Wrestling before they even opened. And we talked, and essentially we had a bit of back and forth. And I sort of realized there's something I can do about this. Because one thing that you must understand is about me, folks. I'm very big when it comes to not just pro wrestling, but pro wrestling education as well. How you coach in pro wrestling. Yeah, I find that very important. And essentially, I saw an opportunity. This is gonna sound weird, but like to make the world a better place, believe it or not. And how am I gonna do that? Well, by giving seminars. I'm one of the few wrestlers in the region that understands that for there to be wrestling in Jakarta or Indonesia is a huge deal. And I messaged them and said, hey, do you want me to give you guys a seminar and stuff like that? And they were like, yo, what? Yeah, let's do that. And off I went to Indonesia for 4 days. 4 long and hard days of coaching professional wrestling. For a little bit of context, folks, it's sort of an unofficial position, but I do I'm kind of like an assistant coach in Malaysia Pro Wrestling. Yeah, so I call it unofficial because I'm not technically designated, but because I've been here for so damn long, I'm part of the damn furniture. The boys see me open the developmental center all the damn time. I might as well be assistant coach. So I have experience in coaching, So I thought, all right, let's do this. Let's head down there. It helps that I, speak Malay a little bit, and it helps that I also understood a surprising amount of Bahasa Indo. Hololive. I blame Holo ID for that. Will you plan on coaching kids at school? If you're talking about wrestling school, there are I technically am already coaching them. And yes, they are kids. They are man children. All of them. All of you trainees in my PW are man children harassing me, calling me names. I literally cannot repeat on stream because it'll get me banned. You harassers. Nah. But if you're referring to like a prime, like a school, no. Sorry, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. Okay. Let's not delete the dally anymore. Let's actually get into, and as always, folks, I've got slides. Oh man, it's been a while since I did this. How did I do this again? Okay. All right. Let's do this. Okay, let's see if this works. And away we go. Let's see. Did I get it right? Aha! I did. Oh, would you look at that? Folks, before we get into my IDPW trip, couple things first. Firstly, New Breed 4, April 4th, Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Well, gate doors open at 5:30 p.m., but the show sort of starts at 6 p.m. Kuwash Theatre, TTGI, Kuala Lumpur. We're back, folks. We're back. We had a little bit of a trouble at late last year, so unfortunately there was genuinely kind of a long hiatus. I won't lie to you at all. But we're back. And we've got a star-studded cast, folks. Star-studded cast. So you can see all the folks here. The person I want to highlight in particular, actually, is the lady in blue over there. That's someone who's new-ish to Malaysian pro wrestling. Her name is Marika Kobashi. And she is a Japanese Joshi wrestler, folks. She used to wrestle, she used to be part of TGPW. Now she's a freelancer in the Japanese wrestling scene. And she is now based in Malaysia. She's actually, but she is still flying off to she will still fly off to Japan on occasion to wrestle in Japan, of course. She's actually in Japan right now doing a few booking dates. Will there be an on-site ticket? Unfortunately, well, no, I wouldn't say so. You have to buy them online. I mean, look, if you show up and there's still tickets left, I'm sure it can be done. But for the most part, you have to buy the tickets online. And I gotta say, I think it's okay for me to mention it. Tickets are selling fast, folks. We are, it is already more than half sold out. Okay, tickets are already more than half sold out. So there might be a chance it will be completely sold out by 4th April. So if you have the opportunity to get your tickets earlier, please do so. Please do so. You see the pin message at the top of the chat box? There's the ticket website there at myticketempire.com/newbreed4. We are ready for you, folks. We are ready. Some of the matches to highlight, obviously. Obviously, I already mentioned Marika Kobashi should be going up against Poppy. And of course, yours lowly. You think I won't be in on the fun as well? Myself and a certain someone will be going up against Love and Freedom. This tag team here, they have established themselves. Honestly, hats off to them. They have established themselves as one of the premier tag teams, not just in Malaysia, but in Southeast Asia in general. They have gone everywhere. Let's see, where have they gone? Singapore. Thailand. They were in Thailand. Yeah. I feel like they can spread out further. I feel like they can go more. But they really have established themselves, and they have won the hearts of the people. I'm going to spoil all that fun. I'm going to ruin their day. Me and my mystery mentee. So, In case if it's not obvious, folks, no more Blazing Lodge. No more Blazing Lodge. This is someone new. Someone better. And I can't wait to make an example out of love and freedom. It will be good fun for the audience indeed. So hope you folks come and check this match out. I cannot wait to kick the absolute piss out of the both of them. Is my audio alright? Is my audio alright? Do let me know. Please do let me know. Oh, and so besides, clicking on the pinned message where the link is, the QR code is also here available to be scanned. That will take you straight to the website. Ardop be good. Yes, Ardop be good indeed. Oh, and of course, the main event. This is clearly the main event for the MyPW World Championship. Carlo Cannon, the champion, versus the unstoppable force, Aries from Vietnam Pro Wrestling. Yes, Vietnam has wrestling. In fact, oh my god, they are doing so well. Consistently, 500 packs every event. My god! Isn't that mad? 500 packs every event. Madness. So impressive. And this is their guy. This is their top guy. He has won, I think, the VPW Championship at least twice. I think he really lost it recently, so he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder. And of course, Carlo is as dominant as ever. He himself is a whole attraction and a half. Packs? Oh, as in like people. So 500 attendees on a consistent basis every event. So PAX, I suppose that's a bit of a live event lingo, so to speak. I thought that would be a more common term, actually, here on the internet. Look forward to it, folks. This is, once again, it's big boy on big boy. We always seem to MyPW seems to love to pit big boys against Carlo, because Carlo's a big boy himself, and you folks love it. You folks love it when it's two rhinos going at it against each other. All right, enough of that. All right, finally, let's talk a little bit about IDPW. So okay. Hi Nomo, welcome back to Cafe Cornelius. Oh my god, I've called it Cafe Cornelius. Oh my god, I haven't said the word Cafe Cornelius in. Jeez, I haven't called it Cafe Cornelius in so long. Okay, sorry. I'm just glad to be doing this again, man. Welcome everyone indeed. At least 3 months. Feels like more than that, Nomu. Feels like way more than that. All right. So this is actually the little promotional card that IDPW made. I'll actually read it. I do believe, no, actually not everyone here speaks Bahasa. So I'll translate it for you guys. Special coaching bersama Cornelius Low. Special coaching by Cornelius Low. 3-day seminar, 6 to 8 February. Oh my god, this was in February. Jeez. Gratis untuk pendaftar early bird. Free for early bird registration. Yes, they use the word gratis to mean free. Limited spot. Pelajari fundamental pro wrestling dari wrestler internasional. They do a bit of bahasa campur in this case here. It's really fascinating. I was actually surprised at how much English actually is being used for this. And some of you might be wondering, well, I've never seen this before. Even though Cornelius has been on the quiet side, I still follow his socials. I've not seen him advertise this at all, And in fact, that's kind of deliberate, actually. With the exceptions, of maybe like an Instagram story, the Indonesia Pro Wrestling private group chats. They have a community group chat thing that you can check out. My God, so many people in their community group chats. It's like how to say. It is also a little bit of an ego thing in that I'm sort of trying to lower my ego a bit. Yes, I do have enough experience to coach. I legitimately can coach in wrestling, especially in the basics, which is what I very much focused on in Indeed. But I wanted to be a bit more low-key with it, just so that, how to say, I don't set the wrong expectations that I'm some big shot wrestler type, okay? I don't want to come off like I'm some celebrity. I just want to assist Indonesia Pro Wrestling in having the best head start possible. I'm not here for clout. That's actually the big thing. Yes, that's actually the big thing. I remember. I'm not going to IDPW for clout. I'm not going there for my 15 minutes of fame. I'm going there with a very expressive purpose to coach. So, to those who aren't aware, I actually made vlogs about it. I made 3 vlogs. Day 1, day 2, and day 3 plus 4. So 3 and 4, days 3 and 4 is combined together. You'll see why soon. You'll see why soon. But that was like the secondary goal. But the primary goal was very much completely focused on coaching. I know that I am not the end-all be-all when it comes to wrestling. I am no Konosuke Takeshita. I am no Okada. Heck, I'm no Cody Rhodes. But I'm on the older side, and I understand in order for the new generation of pro wrestling to flourish, especially a brand new generation such as the ones in Indonesia Pro Wrestling, I want to give them the best footing possible. So yeah, you can say that I'm trying to be a bit noble here to help them out a little bit. So yeah, there was minimal advertising on it, and honestly, there was enough. Honestly, because if I'm not wrong, yeah, about 16 people registered for this, which is quite a lot, quite a lot indeed. Oh, I was exhausted by then. So. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's get to it. It's been a while. Adjusting. Okay. Oh, my bad. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Wait, before I get to this, okay, let me just start from the beginning. Let me just start from the very beginning. So obviously, I flew, of course. I flew via plane towards Jakarta. Okay, towards Jakarta. And this is something that's really cool. Just if you don't mind, I think if you can't do it, just let me know. If you can you link Udo's channel? Drop the link into the chat. It is Udo is a YouTuber who runs the Bungkus channel. BOENGKOES, I think. It's a huge food vlogging channel, actually. More than 1 million subscribers. One absolutely enormous YouTuber. And he picked me up from Soekarno-Hatta Airport. Why? The dude loves wrestling. The dude that's at Udo, this dude, hats off to this dude, man. He actually has flown to Malaysia multiple times to learn pro wrestling under me and Miles Carew multiple times. Yes, that guy. Yes. That guy picked me up from the airport. It's in my vlog. It's great. It's great. Udo picked me up from the airport. Took and drove us to Bandung. Just say that's already insane because quite legitimately, it's the drive is the equivalent of let's say it is a little bit like going to. You guys know where Karak is? for Malaysians, yeah, it's a bit like going to Karak or Negeri Sembilan. It is a bit like crossing state lines. So it's not, so it's close-ish, but it also is quite a drive as well. And mind you, one of the options that we discussed between myself and IDPW was that I could have taken the high-speed rail. Yes, by the way, Jakarta has a high-speed rail that goes to Bandung. That's crazy. And that high-speed rail was 45 minutes. Yeah? 45 minutes, so pretty darn fast. But Yudo insisted, because he really wants to be a part of this seminar. He really wanted to be part of it. And he wants to, like, I guess, help, provide a helping hand. And off we went. In fact, we actually picked up one of the coaches, who's also based in Jakarta, but who's actually a BJJ coach. But he's coaching for IDPW as well. Yeah. It should be 2.5 hours to Bandung. Yes, indeed, Sandman. It took us 2.5 hours indeed. I'll get to why it took 2.5 hours. Actually, no, it took us it might have taken us 3.5 hours to get there. It's a Friday night. I think you know why. Sandman. Oh, Sandman, welcome to our Cafe Cornelius. Oh, I haven't rung this bell in a while. Hope that wasn't too sharp to your ears. Okay, let's keep it going. Okay. Why am I showing this of all things? Why am I showing Jakartan traffic? Oh, Adishu, if you don't mind, could you link IDPW vlog 1? So so on my YouTube shorts, I made 3 vlogs about this. So I made vlog 1. And yes, of course I had to touch a bit on Jakartan traffic in that vlog. And okay, folks, you tell me. Can you spot it? Can you spot it? I'll give you a hint. Port of Jakarta. I think the area has a specific name, but I can't recall it. So I just kept calling it the Port of Jakarta. Essentially, what happened was Yudo took a wrong turn, and we ended up in Port of Jakarta. Mind you, we didn't mean to. We didn't have to pass by a Port of Jakarta. We just took a wrong turn. Yes. Thank you, Tishu. Thank you, Tishu. So yes. So that's the day 1 vlog, where you can see all my exploits for day 1. But I'm also going to be essentially getting to the nitty-gritty for day 1. So can you guys spot it? Can you guys spot it? The hint is Port of Jakarta. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's... Wow. As someone who didn't know too much about Indonesia until I learned a good bit more about Holo ID, I've always thought that, it's Indonesia and Malaysia, lebih kurang lebih. And then we enter Port of Jakarta. Holy crap. No, everyone's a bit shy to answer. It's okay. Let's keep this rolling anyways. Okay. It is a bit tough to spot this. I can't believe I actually managed to take a photo of this. Do you see there's that piece, there's actually 2 people sitting right here. Mind you, not in the lorry. Not in the lorry. But here, there's 2 folks, 2 guys, sitting in front of the trailer. And mind you, this wasn't even the craziest thing I saw when we were passing by Port of Jakarta. This was like the second craziest. They were sitting essentially behind the lorry, in front of the trailer. There's no seat belts there. What? I don't know. I'm shocked.
I'm utterly flabbergasted. Yeah. Yeah. This is wild. This is very, very wild. Yeah, so how's that for a bit of a first impression for Jakarta, eh? Mind you, I've been in Okay, I say I've been into Jakarta before, but I was in Tangerang, which is technically a satellite city to Jakarta, and it's definitely a different feel from Jakarta is what I'm saying. And this is my first warteg meal, my first dinner, in fact. Very nice, very nice. I actually thought this was nasi padang, but then Yudo actually had to correct me when I made my vlog. That no, this is not nasi padang. This is warteg, warung nasi tegal. It's kind of like the Malaysian version of mamak, so to speak, but not mamak. It's its own thing. Basically, like our version of nasi campur lah, I guess. It's very nice. Like the big keropok thing is like a very normal thing. Like it's a huge keropok. It's literally the size of the plate. It was pretty nice. I was actually surprised that I could actually tolerate the spice level for this, actually. Yeah. Now, get ready. And mind you, and then, so we departed from this warteg at maybe a lot later than we should have. So essentially, it was at night. It was like evening time that we departed from Jakarta to Bandung on a Friday evening. And yes, that traffic was bad. I kind of wish I actually took some video. I mean, I did take some videos, but it was in vertical form. I wish I took some photos as to how long the traffic was, because it was long. Something that should have been only 2.5 hours became 3.5 hours, I tell you. And when we finally got to the Bandung toll gate at the end, this is what I saw. Let me play the video here. Do you see it, folks? Do you see it? This was at the Bandung toll gate, so this was already entering Bandung itself. I could not believe what I saw. I couldn't believe this was allowed. So this is essentially this is like a normal thing in Bandung and Jakarta. I didn't see this whether it was in Tangerang, but again, Tangerang really is completely not like the other parts of Jakarta at all. Very, very modern. That's a walking nightmare. Oh, I was freaking when I saw this. Also, Judo was playing Tabola Bali when we were driving there. It was really funny. I recognize the song Tabola Bali. I'm not Indobu. I'm not. But yeah. So yeah, this was wild. And also, I learned something about this is wild to me. I cannot believe this is a thing. So apparently, for their highways, at least the one from Jakarta to Bandung, only cars are allowed on it. Motorcycles are prohibited from entering this highway. I don't know if it's the case for all the highways, but at least for the one from Jakarta to Bandung, no motorcycles out. I literally did not see a motorcycle at all. The explanation given to me by Yudo was that if motorcycles were allowed on it, it will clog up the highway to no end, because so many more people buy motorcycles over cars in Indonesia. And apparently this is the thing. Like I saw so many of this going around Bandung. And Bandung's a really interesting place too, actually. It is legitimately like going to Cameron Highlands. Like Bandung is a bit of a vacation city, actually, like a resort city. It's up in the highlands. So a lot of Jakartans like to go to Bandung for vacay, because the air is a lot cooler. The air is actually clean. Like, to those that have been to Jakarta before, you'll know that the air is thick. Like, you have to wear a face mask. When I was there, even in Tangerang at the time, last year for Komifuro, I had to wear a face mask because the smog was so thick. Okay. Like, where do you think the haze comes from, eh? Ooh, fancy. What do you mean fancy? That is not a licensed Mickey Mouse character, let me tell you that. I even saw a Pikachu. As in, like, it was a Pikachu lying at a petrol station with a bucket of coins. And it was pretty grimy looking Pikachu costume, let me tell you. But Bandung, like, it's cold there. It was legitimately really, really cooling. Dude, last time I saw clean air was like a decade ago. Are you from Indonesia? No, in Jakarta, last time they experienced clean air was... I was going to say 40 years ago, but that sounds kind of mean, but I don't think I'm wrong. I live in the valley. Ah, okay, valley. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the pollution can pull into it. Yeah, I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean there. Yeah. Okay, I'm spending too long at this creepy site. All right, let's keep going. Okay, and finally, we were stuck in the traffic so long that we arrived, of course, in classic Indonesian/Malaysian time, late. They already started. I think we started. So I think the night class on Friday was started at 7 o'clock, and we were only there at 8. I think. Yeah. So it was kind of on the late side. So they already began some stuff. They already did a little bit of class on their own. I'm glad. And I still taught them some stuff. And they were very gracious about it too. The BJJ coach kept in touch with the people in Bandung in this place here. It's actually in the mall. I'll show you the photo of the mall pretty soon. And it's and so they actually got us like our own coffee actually. Like they were really gracious about it. Like I really appreciated that. So thankfully when I got there, there was already a cup of coffee ready for me. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah. But so I still decided to, but no, thank goodness I can still like teach them a decent bit actually. So if you're wondering why they're lying down like this, what's this rather bizarre image here? They are essentially warming up their necks. They did some stuff beforehand already, like rope running, maybe a bit of chain wrestling. But I wanted to see how. I wanted them to do a bit of neck bridging. Actually, I just want to test out see what that's like. And I got them to warm up their necks and stuff like that. Even saw a little bit of see how they moved around the ring a little bit here and there, just to gauge as to what I'm working with. For context, this is very important to keep in mind. They technically barely had a month's worth of training. In fact, that first month of training is like it's not even technically like the official class. It's like I forgot the word I'm looking for, but it's like it's technically not the first official month of training. There was a few free trials. There was a few maybe not free trials, but like first trials, just to see whether you're into this, just to see whether you want to engage and stuff like that. I was really happy to hear that when I was announced for this, a lot of people joined in, and so for a few of them, this was their very first class ever. Actually, I would say about more than half of them have at least done one session before. So, like I said, brand new. Okay, so I kept that really much in mind. So I kept in mind that I was teaching very, very new folks here. Yeah. And so one of the first things that you gotta do is to warm up the necks. So I taught them a little bit about how we usually do that. So yeah, it was getting a little bit late. So once I saw a little bit of how they moved, especially with the bridging and stuff like that, I did promise them that every end of the training sesh, I will give them a little bit of a Q&A. And so they asked me a couple things. So for day one, one of the cuter questions they asked me was, where could we make wrestling gear? And I was like, haha, I'm not gonna tell you yet. I'll tell the coaches, but I'm not gonna tell you because you're not ready. You're not ready. Don't jump the gun yet. Don't jump the gun yet. Because that has happened before where there have been trainees that have jumped the gun before and made their own wrestling gear without consulting, the coaches. And when we saw it, we're like, no, that has happened before. So I gave them a heads up right now. Just focus on your training first, man. Just focus on your training first. Yeah. Ooh, and this ring, it's nice. Oh, it's definitely more solid than my PW's ring. It's slightly bigger too. I'll show you a better view of it later on. And it's taller too. Like it's taller. Like my PW ring, I think it's a little bit on the shorter side. So for if I have to vault around this, it's actually a little bit. It's a little bit tougher for me. If you see my day 2 vlog, you'll see what I mean. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, and of course, I think we ended it around 9:30 because it was already getting late. They already did plenty of stuff already. And of course, just like Malaysians, we love supper time. We love our supper time. So we went to this I forgot what you call it. This eatery place, yeah. There were multiple different stalls. There was all sorts of stuff here. So I had a little bit of a. I had some ayam geprek. The head coach, Pak Dimas, who's someone who's actually wrestled before. I'll talk to him about him pretty soon. He is he got us dim sum. So yes, you can get Indonesian style dim sum in Indonesia, which is really interesting. They call it siomai, as in Siomay, which is really interesting to my ears because siomai is a specific type of dim sum, but they just call dim sum siomai in general, which is I find neat. Yeah. Now I'm geprek. Woo! It packed a punch. I've had spicy ayam geprek in Malaysia, to be frank. But that's because I literally will sometimes choose like the really spicy version. This was like the standard version. And mind you, there was only a little bit of chili in it, but even that standard version already was like I was like, my nose was already drooling. Ooh. Yeah. So a bit of chat with all of them. One of the female trainees, cause I asked everyone this. Who's the wrestler that you enjoy watching, and who's the wrestler you are inspired by? As in, you want to like take inspiration from. And of course, there was one female trainee, and of course, her answer to both was Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley will be the reason why there's going to be a whole new and numerous generation of female wrestlers. Rhea Ripley's greatest gift to the wrestling world is not the fact that she's an excellent wrestler, because she is. Not the fact that she's going to win championships after championships, because she will. It's the fact that she will inspire so many potential female pro wrestling trainees that by numbers alone, the wrestling world will be a better place. I'm not even kidding. Oh my god, so many are so enamored of her. It's cray. It's cray. Day 2. As they say, Chuchimata. This is a little gift for you guys. Okie dokes. Let's see. Just I'm not so sure if you're here, but it's okay even if you're not. I shall link the IDPW Day 2 just because I can. Just because I got a little bit of time. I don't mind. All right, let me do this. Okay, let me just do a little typey wipey. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, this you. Really appreciate that. I went to all that trouble for nothing. Okay. Yeah, okay. Cat. Yeah. And of course, there's a lot of things that's going a little bit kurang with Malaysia and Indonesia, and there's the fact that everyone's obsessed with cats. Like there were just cats just like hanging out in the hotel lobby. Really nice hotel lobby too. Like there were like some old timey fancy antique stuff. Really beautiful. Really, really beautiful stuff. I would have like taken a full proper photo of the lobby, but I enjoy my privacy. Thank you. I'm not a celebrity, but just saying, you never know. You never know. Okay, I'm Ian. Well, day two. Day two is where we got into the thick of it. Okay. So day two was when I finally saw the mall proper. This is Balubur Town Square, aka Baltos. Why Baltos? I don't know. I think it's because like Bal and then T-O and then S. You have to understand, the Indonesians love to shorten words. Love to. A prime example, the one that I don't accept. You guys know what is Nataru? Nataru. Would anyone like to try? Would anyone like to try what? And guess what is Nataru? No. A bit shy? That's okay. It stands for Balubur Town Square. I know. I'm asking about Nataru now. Which I believe you know it. Etno, welcome to Cafe Cornelius. Who? Oh. Right. Nataru stands for Natal dan Tahun Baru. Yes, thank you, Etno. Etno orang Indo ke? Selamat datang. Okay, Cafe Cornelius. Is this your first time here, Ethanol? Orang Indo, of course. Orang Bandung ke? Because this is where IDPW is. So this is a mall. IDPW is located in a mall. This is like I don't know the exact term for it, but it is a mall. This is more of an old-fashioned mall. We also get some of these in Malaysia as well. It's the kind where each rental unit is like self-independently managed, as opposed to because usually most modern malls you do have to like answer to the main management and stuff, so things can be kept going and stuff like that, so things don't just shut down here and there and stuff like that. So Baltos is an old-fashioned mall in that sense. It is most well known for Muslima wear, for Muslima fashion. No, I only watch most of the time not typing in chat. I see. I see. In that case, I don't mind. It's been a while, so I don't mind. But I don't mind showing this off more often than not. Where is it now? Where is it? Where did I put that thing? Oh man, I'm so blur. I'm so bloody blur. Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay. Just a quick show off. Okay. So yes, I actually do wrestle. Most of the footage here is in Malaysia. A couple of these are in Singapore. This is in Singapore. Oh yeah. I legitimately wrestle. And I'm bringing wrestling to Bandung. So very interesting place. And mind you, this is in the fourth. Mind you, the IDPW training center is in the fourth floor. how they managed to lug up that entire ring, even components of it, up the staircase. I don't know how, but they managed. Here's a little view of Bandung from Baltos, actually. So this is really, really neat. Really neat. Oh, I know. I found this channel because you wrestle. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I see. Wow, I'm getting around a little bit. I'm flattered. Wow, you as an Indonesian found a Malaysian wrestler who's also a VTuber. This is hilarious. So have you known me for a while, actually? Have you known me for a while? Yeah. Bandung's really nice. I really enjoy like it's gonna sound so weird. I enjoy the actually fresh air in Bandung as opposed to Jakarta. Oh man, it's such a contrast. And mind you, in case it's not obvious, Bandung's not a small city either. It's actually fairly substantial in fact. Yeah, really neat. Yeah. Oh, I just want to show this off to you guys a little bit because I found this kind of neat. One thing that's really unique about this ring, the IDPW ring, is that it is without saying too much, it's a Japanese ring. Like, see this turnbuckle here? I'll just bring out this out. Yeah, you see this turnbuckle here? This is like a Japanese style turnbuckle. This is what they use for like let's say in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They actually use like these sort of flatter ones here actually. And even the construction of it is pretty similar to a Japanese style ring. Why? Because a Japanese wrestling promotion, the ring maker that made this ring, they once worked with a Japanese wrestling promotion. I'm not sure if the name BJW, Big Japan Pro Wrestling, is well known to you guys, but I was gobsmacked when I found out that BJW commissioned this ring maker years ago. This was years ago, mind you. So they still have the blueprints. To make a Japanese style wrestling ring. It's well made too. Like, this thing is stiff. Like, it's proper hard. There are some rings where it's a little bit on the softer side, some rings a little bit on the harder side. This is on the harder end, which is a good thing because that forces you to like really respect the ring. You know, you can't treat it like it's a trampoline. You have to really make sure that your footwork and everything you do is crisp and clean. If not, you're gonna hurt yourself. So it really forces you to be very strict. Yeah, I saw this kind of turnbuckle at some pro wrestling promotion. What's the pros and cons anyway? Well, there's a few. But one, with this sort of larger, with this sort of a longer style turnbuckle, it makes getting hit into the corner much softer. It feels so much softer. And frankly speaking, with the ones that's like the three pads, that's barely any cushioning. Frankly speaking, barely any cushioning. With this, plenty of cushioning when it's one long piece. And then it's just easier to transport around, you know? I suppose the con is, well, this is gonna sound weird, but like it's less common to see this, especially in like Western wrestling and Southeast Asian wrestling in general. We tend to use like the tree cushions, like what you see in WWE or AEW. Well, in Thailand, they are very Japanese wrestling inspired, so you do see this pretty often. I think they use this in boxing. Right? Yes, they do use this in boxing. I believe the ring maker primarily makes boxing and Muay Thai rings. Boxing and Muay Thai is pretty darn popular in Indonesia now, actually. So yeah. So they use this instead, and it works out. It's perfectly fine for pro wrestling usage as well. So it was pretty cool that a boxing ring maker could make a wrestling ring as well in Java Islands. Really cool. Oh, fun fact about this space here. There's no air conditioning. There is one fan. But that's a tiny fan. Tiny fan. And they don't need it. Why? Because it's so cooling. Because we're up in the highlands. On the Saturday morning, it was legitimately like, whoa, the air is so clean and fresh and chilly. Like, oh, wow, this is great. No need for aircon at all. That's great. They can save that expense. Like, that's so nice. So nice. Now let me just check something. Okay. Before we get to the lunch, I'm not gonna say everything, but I'll just give the gist of what we did on day 2. Day 2 was very much fitness day. Day 2 was all about understanding what it takes to have the cardio for pro wrestling. I took them through what we call a card game. This was the one cardio drill that we did. In card game, how is it? How is it again? So okay, think of it this way. Hearts represents sit-ups, squats is spades, leg raises is clubs, and then push-ups is diamonds, for example. So if I had 9 of diamonds, that's 9 push-ups. If I have king of spades, that's 10 sit-ups. And if there's a joker, 25 reps of everything. And mind you, I was being very nice. I only did half a deck. Only half a deck. The sounds of agony and pain, music to my ears. And I had a bit of suspicions, and I was right. After they were done, after they were exhausted and stuff. Obviously, this was one of the first things that we did in the training in the morning. The coach confirmed with me this was the hardest cardio drill they've ever done. And mind you, that was only half a card game. Back in the past, especially in the COVID era, we used to do card game on a weekly basis. The full deck too. It's to the point where, like, even for me, like, I feel like I can get. I just did a card game like yesterday night, last night for training. I was pretty fine with it. I'm pretty used to it. Obviously, when you're brand new doing card game, it's a slog because everything is randomized. You don't know what card is coming next, and then suddenly you get a joker where you do 25 of everything. And mind you, if it's a full deck, you do 2 jokers, mind you, 2 jokers. Oh, and fun fact, the deck of cards that was provided to me, there was no joker in it at all. So I was like, oh. So I get to dictate when the joker comes in. It was so mean of me. So mean of me. But yeah, so essentially, this was more about the card. This was more cardio-centric. Can I see you wrestle? Sure thing, Bateman. Here you go. I like to prepare this quick montage for newer viewers, in case if you've never seen me do this before. Also, welcome, Bateman, to Cafe Cornelius. Yeah. Everyone loves to see me go kaboom. Yep. So that was... Which one are you? Which one am I? Maybe the guy in the white mask? Maybe. Just maybe. You know, just a thought. He has that bookmark. Yes, I do. Yes, I do indeed. Yeah. So yeah, we took them through like Irish whips, running the ropes properly. Definitely more cardio centric. Definitely more cardio-centric for sure. Day 2. Because in case it's not obvious, you really do need a certain level of cardio in order to do pro wrestling proper. Really, really need to. I'm someone with a bit of a bad back and a few other ailments, and I still make sure that my cardio is as rock solid as possible. If you want to do those 25-minute classics, you better damn well have some good cardio that will take you through the whole match. No exceptions. So by the time... so funny. By the time we got to the end of the class, the only people that could still sort of breathe okay was Yudo. Because I'm aware that even though he's a YouTuber and has been a super busy schedule, he still goes to the gym on a regular, because if not, dude will be obese AF. Because he's a food vlogger, right? So he needs to like really watch his weight and like work out properly. And Sandy, the BJJ coach, who is like who was a legitimate BJJ brown belt. So when he was doing the cardio stuff, he was like excited over it. Like he was like, it was like, whoa, his blood was pumping, and he was like so happy, like a kid in a candy store. Oh wow, well, this is more cardio than I've ever seen before in a wrestling training. I love this. He was really glad that I introduced that much cardio to them. Mind you, it's not like they've never done cardio before, but it was like 50 push-ups, 50 squats, 50 sit-ups, which is good, a good start. I made them do half a deck of so much cardio. So yeah, different level. There's as they say, there's different levels to this. Anyway, next we have a bit of a lunch. I think some of you might be aware of what this is. This is like bakso something. I forgot the exact name for it, but it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. There's this whole section of fried food stuff where you can just like go to town on, and there's some pretty neat stuff there too. Obviously, you got the classics like perkedel and ayam goreng, but the things like usus, hati, as in like intestines and hearts and all that, like you know, stuff that like I would say is maybe not that common in Malaysia anymore. Definitely seen as like definitely seen as a bit out there. But for me, like I like that stuff. I like to go kind of grimy actually. I'm glad to see that in Bandung that sort of thing is still seen as quite, you know, day to day. Oh, and you know, a quick little PSA. New Breed 4, Saturday, April 4th in Kuwash Theatre, TTDI, Kuala Lumpur. Get your tickets, folks. You can scan the QR code here, or you can click on the link in the pinned message in the chat box. And obviously, I am wrestling as well. Yeah. So we tried to do a bit of a Q&A, but the vast majority of the trainees were so exhausted, you can literally see them like dead. Like it was so funny. Like they could barely say a word because they were all so exhausted. Only like Yudo and Sandy could speak up a little bit. And they really had to ask questions on behalf of the other trainees just because they were so exhausted. It was so funny actually. I can't recall exactly what he asked and stuff like that. I think one of them asked about. No, I think that was on Sunday, where someone asked about anxiety. I can share a bit on that later. Yeah. And so after lunch, I had a sit-down sesh with the coaches. The founder, who is someone else, quite a young lad. The head coach, Pak Dimas, who actually has legitimate wrestling experience because he actually lived in Hawaii for quite a number of years and trained and wrestled there quite a number of years. I will talk about him very, very soon. You guys are not ready for what I'm about to say concerning Om Dimas or Pak Dimas. I call him Pak Dimas a lot. and then Sandy, the BJJ brown belt guy. I had a sit-down session with these three gents to talk about essentially the future of IDPW. Because as much as I was there for the trainees, I was there as much for the coaches. You know, because in order to run a wrestling school, I look, I'm not like the main hit honcho when it comes to managing my PW, but I've seen enough and I've assisted enough where I can give some perspectives here and there that I think is valuable and helpful to IDPW. You seem like a big deal. I am not. I am not. I just give a damn. I just give a damn. And thankfully, I know enough about wrestling, both the business and the training side of it, that I can provide some perspective to IDPW. Remember, they are only a few months old. IDPW is still so damn new. So new. And in order to improve, you need a certain level of mentorship. That's how my PW started. That's how VPW started. That's how Grappa Max started. We all learn from somewhere. You know, yes, obviously, sometimes you gotta go on your own. But if a veteran wrestler is giving you advice, would you not want to consider it? You know, that kind of thing. You know. So I don't want to share too much because that is a bit of a private sesh actually. But it's things like where do you go after my seminar is done? How do you follow up with it? How do you keep it going? How do you get the right advice, the right feedback? I think they started at late January. They technically started late December because that's when they had their first their trial classes. And so I came. So when I did my seminar, it was around like early February actually. Man, it was a mad time. So yeah, they're still super new. So I spent legitimately hours talking to them about a variety of things, and they could also ask me a variety of things as well. It was a bit of a sharing session. Yeah. It was a sit-down sesh because, technically they're my contemporaries. And yes, I'll be completely transparent in saying that, hey man, I'm putting myself out there for IDPW. Yeah, maybe book me a little for a future event. Maybe, just maybe. I'll show you why I'm really glad I went. Because I saw something that I could not believe. Actually, I'm wondering, Ethanol, do you know this place? Gallery Soyono. Which part of Indo are you from? Kuala Lumpur. Well, actually, not Kuala Lumpur. Actually, to be specific, it is Damansara, Uptown, Petaling Jaya, Selangor, Darul Esan. So yeah, enggak Indo. I know, but never been there. So I went here for dinner. So this place, Gallery Soyono, is owned by Dimas, the head coach. You guys are not ready for what I'm about to show you. So this is specifically in Lembang, Bandung. So this is not part of Bandung City. So we actually had to drive uphill to this place. So we went up further in elevation. So by the time we got to Gallery Soyono, oh my god, it legitimately was like Genting Highlands, Cameron Highlands, like cold. Like I was like, a lot of guys were actually saying, "Oh, I'm glad you brought a jacket, because if not, it'll actually get pretty cold for you." And I was glad I brought a jacket, because legitimately without it, I would have been shivering. It was literally that cold. Oh, but it's really far from where I'm living. Yeah, it is pretty out there because like this is a bit of a Lembang is like seen as like a bit of a camping ground kind of a place. Like it's beautiful, like legitimately proper highlands. Like really did felt like Cameron Highlands. It was gorgeous, gorgeous place. And there's a few restaurants here and there. And one of it is Gallery Soyono. So, this is Pak Dimas, aka Chef Dimas. I believe this was like his first food truck or something. That's right there, him when in his younger days, I suppose. So, Chef Dimas, like I said, he lived in Hawaii for many, many years as a chef. Like, he worked there as a legit chef. So when he came back to Bandung, I think he opened up like a restaurant serving Hawaiian food. He was serving Hawaiian food. It's wild. It's wild. Yeah. So this truck must have been old. Look at that. Now, this looks like a chalet, right? This looks like a resort, right? When I tell you that this doesn't even cover, this is a fraction of the size of the place. In fact, fun fact, I almost stayed the night here. They were very gracious in offering me a hotel in Bandung city itself, so it's easier for me to get around, because to get from Lembang back to Baltos, that would have taken about an hour's drive-ish. But I almost stayed here for a few nights because, again, owned by Pak Dimas. You can see it. You can get a better view of it in my day 2 IDPW vlog. Yeah, at first I thought it was a museum of some kind. Etanol. Memang niya museum. Memang niya museum. I'll explain why soon. But essentially, you see those cars at the back? It's a bit far. Yeah, those are all antique cars. Those are all antique classic cars. There's in fact more than 10 in that area alone. Yeah. This is... Look at this. Look at this. Time to iftar. Oh, and you see this thing? You see this thing here? Yes. Real car. Real sofa. Not the actual Mr. Bean. Where did he get this? Even this alone is kind of mad. Like there's like collections of toy cars in this. This is a proper stage. This is an actual motorbike. This is a replica of Mr. Bean on that car thing. This is straight out of one of the episodes of Mr. Bean. When I saw this, I was like, I was like, what the? Like it was, I could not believe my eyes. I thought I was dreaming. What is this? You know, what? In fact, look at this. So this is the stage, right? So this is the other side of this hall. It's a full-on dining hall. It's a full-on dining hall. There's a gigantic wow up there. And you can see the classic cars I was talking about here. It's so beautifully decorated. I couldn't believe it. That the size of this place. And I directly asked, I straight up asked Om Dimas, hey, it's a pretty good place to do a show, isn't it? Yes, it's up in all the way up in Lembang, but this hall of yours is enormous. What's more, I mean, you own this place. He gave me a little smirk. Do with that information what you will. boy. That's like me saying I actually learned not too long ago that is a specific Malaysian thing to say. Boy. It's like it's kind of like saying my goodness. If you don't mind, folks, if you can give me a subscribe on my channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. Oh, so I ate 2 dinners that Saturday. Dimas asked me when we were messaging each other, hey, would you like to eat? You want me to make you anything? I'm like, hey, make me whatever you want, Dimas. And he answered, do you like coffee burnt steak? And I said, I do like coffee burnt steak. I haven't had coffee burnt steak in a long time. If I'm not mistaken, his father was actually an Indonesian military hero. Military is the right word for it, all right? Military is the right word for it. I gotta admit, I kind of hesitate to say his name because that basically explains a lot why he has this huge restaurant in the first place, to some extent. Fuck it. It has been a while, and frankly speaking, from what I see, Dimas is very much not involved with military at all. From what he told us, actually, his father literally did not allow him to be a part of the military, even though I believe it's actually a tradition for sons to join the specific division that their fathers were part of. He was very much an exception, and that's why he became a chef in Hawaii. His father is not Pak Suharto, but his father is the general, the right-hand man to Pak Suharto. Is it Suharto? It might be Suharto. Yeah. But I want to get back to the food. And then I think on the Saturday itself, I later learned that because he lived in Hawaii and was a chef there, I asked him, hey, that means you're pretty good with this whole food stuff, aren't you? I was like, yeah, you like Hawaiian food? Like, and I was like, well, I've never had it before, actually. I know what these sort of stuff are. I know what loco moco is. I was like, oh, you know what loco moco is? Hey, you want to try it? I was like, sure. And that's how I ate 2 dinners that night. A loco moco and the coffee burnt steak. I've had coffee burnt steak before, but not a loco moco. So I ate good that night. To those who aren't aware, loco moco is essentially a burger patty on rice with a fried egg and smothered with gravy. Like, it's technically a breakfast food, but it's become like an all-day sort of a comfort food thing for Hawaiians. Yeah, I carb loaded big time. Oh man, it was good too. Actually, the steak is really, really well made. This gravy is delicious. The loco moco gravy was like, so earthy. It was so nice. Holy crap! I was up in the mountains now, and here I am enjoying Hawaiian food. What is this life? Me and Yudo, we were like, holy crap! I cannot. Like, he was not aware about the extent of this as well, mind you. Remember, Yudo is like a huge, Yudo, aka the guy that runs the Bunkos channel. He's a huge food vlogger as well, and even he didn't realize the scope of this whole darn place. Crazy. Sounds like heaven. I'm not done yet. Oh, before I get to the thing I really, really want to show to you guys, Sandy, the BJJ coach, you know what he asked for? He asked for essentially ayam geprek, but the entire chicken. Like, it was just an entire fried chicken that he ate. It was hilarious. You know how, because usually it's like quarter chicken, chicken drumstick. Nope, whole chicken. So I ate good. Check this out. So, this is Gallery Soyono. This is Om Dimas's memorabilia museum. Apparently, his father was quite a collector of all things, particularly Americana and Western stuff. Like, I don't know how obvious this is, but all these are like antique collectible stuff. There are things that I thought I would never see in person, and yet I saw it. Like, there were musical instruments, there were toy cars, figurines. There was like a diagram of there was like a butterfly pin thing that I don't know what you call it. Insane. Me and Yudo, we looked at each other like, holy crap! Like we could not believe it as well. I thought he knew, but apparently no, Yudo didn't realize it either. That's it. I asked, and apparently, yeah, it's real, all right. It's real. Yep. Like, it's like, in case it was not obvious, this is not the full size of the place. This is like half of it. There was a full-time museum caretaker there. A full-time. I couldn't believe it. Okay, so this is not so obvious. So there's some stuff here. So there apparently some of these Beatles figurines here is so rare that like it can cost hundreds of dollars. I'm talking about in USD. I don't have the full details of it, but Pak Dimas, he actually told me he was trying to find one particular figurine that is a part of a, like a part of a set. He flew to Malaysia for it and paid damn good money for it. No, it wasn't a figurine. I think it was like it was a hat. It was a hat of a figurine. Something like that. It wasn't like a full thing. And it still cost hundreds of dollars. Like, there's some proper rare stuff here. Like, oh my god. There was some stuff that I thought I'd never see. And yes, there's also like a big portrait of the whole place as well. Insane. So yeah, apparently Dimas still collects some stuff to this day to fill up this museum's collection. Oh, speaking of the man, so this is him in his old gear as the Indonesian commando back when he wrestled in Hawaii. This was mid-90s, if I'm not wrong. Mid-90s. Like I said, he actually studied and lived in Hawaii for many, many years, in fact. Dari Cikeas menembus SmackDown. Oh, here's a fun fact for you guys who are not Indonesians. They call pro wrestling SmackDown, as in SMEKDON, because, well, it was only specifically WWE SmackDown that was shown in Indonesian TV at the time. I believe right now, both Raw and SmackDown is shown. Obviously, you can also see it on Netflix as well, very, very conveniently. Yes, indeed. Ethno, SmackDown. Let's go Indonesian Commando. Yes. So, yes, Pak Dimas is the Indonesian Commando. Also, the Rottweiler. It depends on the timeline, but I think he goes by the Rottweiler more often these days. He does both. I mean, there was a full article about this. He actually appeared in I think Indonesian television not too long ago, talking about his exploits wrestling in the Hawaiian wrestling scene, actually. So he definitely knows a bit of his stuff too. But I'll put it this way: he was Dimas was very, very appreciative that I came and taught the seminar, because so he genuinely does have some experience and knows a decent bit. Like when I was coaching in the seminars and stuff, especially for day 2, I asked for his feedback, and he gave some perspective, and like, oh, I see why you did this and that. So it was a bit of a back and forth, So he really genuinely does know some stuff, but Om Dimas is a bit on the older side. Like he's like close to his 50s right now, and kind of moving for someone his age to some extent. Like he still goes to the gym pretty often, still pretty darn strong dude. But yeah, mobility wise, a little bit of an issue here and there. So I could actually demonstrate some stuff. Cornelius, sorry for disturbing your stream. I gotta say, your stream gave me luck. I got an S rank character in Zenless Zone 0 in 1 pull. Let's go! Let's go! I did something right for once. Yeah, I'm glad to be of help. I'm glad this stream actually did something worthwhile. So yeah. In a way, I'm not gonna go into details on this. He did try to start a wrestling thing quite a while ago, but it didn't work out. One of the big reasons was that it was a bit too ahead of its time, I suppose. Now that we're in this era where like wrestling is a little more open, there's more Southeast Asian wrestlers here. Understanding of wrestling in general is a lot better these days. So in some ways, IDPW actually approached Omnimas, if I'm not wrong, about this, and he was like, "Okay, I'll just do one class, and just to help you guys a little bit." It pulled him immediately back in. So he's coaching them now. He is the head coach, and rightfully so. So I'm glad. I'm actually like really like appreciative of Pak Dimas actually. I'm glad that he in some ways has a second lease in life when it comes to wrestling. He gets to pass on a good bit of his knowledge to a brand new generation of Indonesian wrestling trainees. So a lot of us in Southeast Asia are very, very keen on seeing how they go. Day 3. If you can, this you can you drop the IDPW Day 3 vlog. So, man, that was, I tell you, that day 2, I will never, ever forget that Saturday night in Gallery Soyono. Holy crap and a half. I will never, ever forget it. Day 3 was more technical. If day 2 was all about establishing that rigorous, that physical rigor that's required for wrestling, day 3 is all about getting into the nitty-gritty details. Things like the chain wrestling side. If you saw the vlog, I whacked them. I whacked them good. And a lot of them were not expecting me to like hit the way I hit. Some of you guys may not be aware of this. Even though I'm a small guy, I like to think I know how to throw my weight around. So when I throw an elbow, I'm trying to knock you out. And so I gave some hard ones to them that like they were not expecting. They look passionate enough. Oh, they were, right. This was like about, like I said, there was quite a number of them, indeed. He beat the devil out of that man. I did. And it's not shown, but I actually took strikes from all of them. I got battered. Well, because I showed them how to batter me, essentially. So I had to like, But hey, if not me, then who, right? If not me, then who? So I got to show them how all this works. I gave Remember, yeah, with Omnimus as a slight exception, everyone else barely had any wrestling training. Like the head coach, not the head coach, but one of the coaches, who actually is a big part of IDPW management. His name is Dio. He actually did some training in Grapple Max actually, and obviously. Sandy, he is involved with BJJ. He actually has done a bit of Muay Thai, if I'm not wrong. So he actually understands real fighting, so to speak. So he understood some stuff as well. But technically, the only person really with genuine wrestling experience was Dimas, and he's on the older side, of course. So I was there to literally physically show them how all this works. What else did we do there? Did we do rolls? We might have done rolls. I think we did rolls as well. So a lot of coordination stuff. I showed them stuff that they've never done before. Especially for Sunday, a lot of the stuff I showed them they've never seen before. Things like striking, things like certain rolls, how to maneuver around the ring, all that good stuff. So they really appreciate it with a fun time. Apologies that there's not really much footage about it, but that's deliberate. That is deliberate. I was fixated on trying to teach them as much stuff as possible. There was some stuff that's to do with like wrestling theory. I don't even want to tell you guys. It's like it's stuff that should technically only be between wrestlers. Like it's stuff that you can find on the internet for sure. But I have too much respect for my craft, not just like willy-nilly say it, you know. But it's stuff that they have. I could like Nimas can tell them about, but I can demonstrate it, so to speak. I was almost there as a demonstrator, so to speak. Ooh, I've been talking a lot. So yeah, I crammed in as much time as possible. It was glorious. Yeah, and then we shot this little thing here, and yes, this was my idea, by the way. I don't know. I just felt like it'd be kind of cute to like if they just like carry me like I'm a piece of fish. Honestly speaking. At the end of all this, we even had a bit of a shirt exchange ceremony, actually. The Indonesians, they're very big on ceremony. So like he gave me his shirt, I gave him my shirt. It was so sad too. I actually wanted to give a shirt to Dimas, but I don't have a shirt in his size. He's a big boy after all. But luckily I gave one to Dio instead, who's the one holding my shirt there, as you can see here. They asked a lot more questions this time, just because, well, let's face it, Sunday was a lot less physically taxing. What did they ask me? Oh, okay. One particular question. Two questions immediately came to mind. There was one of the lads who asked me, hey, a lot of the guys, a lot of like people in my school and stuff like that, they tease me because I have this sort of like a Arabic looking face to me and stuff like that. Do you think I should like lean into like having like an Arabic gimmick sort of thing? And I was like, you know, and I kind of was like if you don't want to, you don't have to. If you want to, like, really push back at it, then properly do it, you know? No, if it's something that you're reluctant on and you rather not, like, expose or express, then don't, you know? No, this is your wrestling. This is your choice. So, yeah. Have some agency in your own wrestling career, so to speak, you know? And then the other really interesting question was one of the lads here asked about how do you deal with anxiety in pro wrestling, and That's such a hard one. That's That's something that a lot of folks have difficulty doing because I won't lie. A lot of what we do in wrestling can be unbelievably anxiety inducing. Because sometimes you've been put into positions you've never been in before. Like even doing like a front roll, some people have never done before. That freaks people out. Running the ropes at a certain speed is terrifying, and you're literally allowing yourself to get clobbered. Like I said, it's terrifying. So I give him some advice on how to handle all that, because that's really, really necessary to learn how to manage it. If not, no one wants to see someone like cry in the middle of the ring just because they're freaking out. No one wants to see that, and that should never happen. So that's something. So to avoid that happening, you gotta handle that in the training. In the training. Yeah. So we were done by Sunday afternoon. Ah, man, what a day. And yes, I deliberately made sure to coach in my Hawaiian shorts on the Sunday. Just because like everyone was wearing black. I'm like, no. I'm tired of wearing all black for so many years. Hawaiian shorts. Oh, my God. Bagnimas is so generous. In fact, everyone in IDPW is so bloody generous. He gave me 2 packs of coffee. Like literally, like I said, do you like coffee? I'm like, yeah, I love coffee. Like, do you like coffee beans, coffee powder? Oh, I actually drink coffee. Like if I'm making it by myself, I use a French press. Oh, French press. Oh, okay, I'll get you some coffee. I know this one kind where like where it's like fermented coffee. Like, oh, fermented coffee. And then he got me 2 bags. In fact, he actually got me. Oh, you guys gotta get a kick out of this. I think some of you guys are from Bandung, right? Do you guys know what Amanda brownies? On the Friday, he got me Amanda brownies. I was like, what am I gonna do with Amanda brownies? Am I supposed to like take it back? I didn't realize ole ole was such a big deal in Indonesia. I think that means like souvenirs. I think that like Japanese call it omiyage, I believe. There were entire shops in Bandung literally just selling ole ole. So besides this, he also bought me a whole box of Amanda brownies. I was like, whoa, am I gonna have to eat a whole box of Amanda brownies during this whole bundle? Because mind you, this thing was enormous. It was so enormous to the point where I actually could bring some back to Malaysia. I brought some in the airplane. I can't believe they allowed me to bring brownies back home. It was hilarious. So yeah, there's some crazy names here. Whiskey Banana and Mistress Wine. What? What are these names? But yeah, it's nice. So yeah, thank you, Omnimas. You're so generous. I really, really appreciate that. And then, Yudo has been waiting for me on this. So, Yudo took me to Bandung, and Yudo also drove me back to Jakarta, or specifically, this is in Bekasi. So this is Warkop Medan di Jakarta, but this is the Bekasi branch. So we're not even in Jakarta; we're in Bekasi, which is like a satellite city, so to speak. And yeah, this is gorgeous. So not only is Yudo a super successful YouTuber, he's also his own restaurateur. Like he owns his own restaurant franchise. Warkop Medan, as in like Medan, as in like this is like Medanese food in Jakarta. That's what it is. So this is one of his branches. He took me to the Bekasi one. And so I ate Mandarinese food in Jakarta. So apparently this is one of the interesting stuff. Me, Bangladesh. No, it does not refer to the country of Bangladesh. It's short for something. I'm sure one of you guys will remind me as to what it is. I've completely forgotten what it is. But yeah, it does stand for something. It's essentially mee segera with a kuah to it and an egg. It was really, really nice. Really, really tasty. But this, holy crap, murtabak durian. Dude, it's basically durian. Like, it's all durian in a murtabak. There's literally, I think there was literally nothing else in it but durian. It was crazy. He also said that the durian is from Medan as well. So I was eating durian Medan. Dude, the durian was good. Oh my god, it was so like, it felt like I was back in SS2 eating like delicious durian. It was crazy. Oh my god, was it good? Oh my god, this was easily one of the tastiest things I've had this year so far. Insane. It was all durian. Oh my god, I cannot emphasize this enough. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Like, I was so impressed at the sheer scale of the place. I mean, look at the size of this. Crazy. Crazy. Eh? What caught you off guard? This year, what caught you off guard? Was it the mee Bangladesh? Or was it the murtabak durian? Fun fact. One of the wrestlers that's wrestling in New Breed 4, his name is Bobby Sinaga. They're orang Medan. The murtabak. Yeah. To those who aren't aware, murtabak Indo and murtabak Malaysia is quite different. Ours tends to be more on the savory side. Like, it's a very popular Ramadan bazaar item, actually. For some reason, I didn't try it this year. I don't know why. I should have. But it tends to be on the savory side. Whereas for them, I think they do have it in the savory form, but they usually have it as a dessert. I did not realize you could just stuff an entire durian into the murtabak, because that's essentially what they did. Like, he was like, nah, bro. Like Yuno was so cocky about it too. It was hilarious. Like, nah, bro. All durian, bro. Nothing but durian in this murtabak, bro. He was so cocky about it. Like, it felt like he was like being like a proper it felt like he went through like a lab to ensure the QA on this is rock solid. Like, nah, proper import from Medan, bro. Nothing but durian. No extra stuff in it. Just durian. Oh, it really was like eating warm durian. It was delicious. Oh, it was warm, gooey. That durian, it was basically durian. I'm not even kidding. As busy as that sounds, because it was all durian, it was delicious. Crazy good stuff. Man. Bobby Sinaga should go to Jakarta one day to have workout Medan in Jakarta. That would be the funniest thing. I want to see that happen. This is so funny. I wonder, has he had mee Bangladesh before? I should ask him sometime. Guys, if you have not... Seriously, guys, come to New Breed 4 to see Bobby Sinaga wrestle. No joke. He actually got kind of viral. Like, in the MyPW TikTok channel, one of the videos that heavily featured him, bro, he got viral. He genuinely became viral. Like, everyone kept comparing him. Oh my god, it's Indonesian Samoa Joe. Oh my god, it's Indonesian Jeff Cobb. Oh my god, it's Indonesian. It felt like he was being compared to at least 3 different wrestlers. It was crazy, actually. It was crazy. Because, my god, a lot of people don't realize his size definitely plays a factor, but he brings that physicality that Southeast Asian wrestling sorely needs. Because he looks like he could legitimately knock you out with one blow. I faced him before, and woo, that was quite the challenge. And I gotta say, I want to run him back again. I went up against him in the Royal Rumble. No, I want singles against Bobby Sinaga. You wait, boy. You wait. I'm coming after you one day. You wait. That's a money match right there, baby. Oh, by the way, this is like the biggest Mr. DIY store I've ever seen in my life. And this was in Bekasi. I actually made a whole tweet about this to ask, is there a bigger Mr. DIY store than this? Because this is legitimately 3 entire floors. Apparently the one in Mid-Valley is quite large as well. I've never been to the one in Mid-Valley before. Well, this is insane. I legit just went in just to like check it out, and yeah, it was like a Mr. DIY. Actually, it was hilarious. It was hilarious how similar it is. Actually, hilarious. So I just wanted to show this off because, like I said, lebih kurang lebih. I mean, you and I, when he was driving me around, we kept saying to each other, because I asked him, hey, do you guys say lebih kurang in here in Indonesia? And he said, oh bro, kurang lebih. I'm like, oh no, kurang lebih. Yeah, we were having such a good laugh about like how Bahasa Indo and Bahasa Melayu is like so different yet so same at the same time. It's like it was actually like at one point we were like both scratching our heads at how it's so different and so same at the same time. It's crazy. Oh, so let me just paint the picture here. So Yuda was so like I said, the IDPW guys, they were so generous and gracious. I originally was actually supposed to stay in Yudo's house on day 3, on Sunday. But he had some guests at the time. And so what they decided, they discussed it without my knowledge, mind you. They booked me a hotel. They booked me a hotel in Tangerang. Right? Crazy, right? So generous. So I stayed there. So I got my own room again, essentially, in Tangerang of all places, and then on day 4 when I checked out, and mind you, it was still Yudo taking me to the airport. Oof. Okay, took me to the airport, went into the airplane, touchdown. Went straight to the KLIA Transit Express. Went to the LRT system. I took like 20 bloody stops. So I went from KLIA area all the way back to Kuala Lumpur and opened the Monday night MyPW training session. I flew from Jakarta in the morning, came back to Malaysia, took the train, arrived at MyPW Developmental Center at night to open, and yeah, I coached. It was me coaching it, no one else, because sometimes the other coaches are busy. You know, we all live our different lives, we all have different priorities. And somehow, some way, I was the only guy that was available that night. How the hell did I went back home? How did I went back home? How did I went back home? I can't recall, but the fact is, training still went on because I was available to hit there with my luggage, with my ole ole. I brought them Amanda brownies. All the lads here had some Amanda brownies that night. It was so funny. It was good too. Those brownies are good. For some reason, Amanda brownies is like doing this. They now have an anime mascot. It feels like they're going very VTuber. I mean, look, it's Indonesia. Y'all love VTubers there, so it's great. I'm really happy for you guys. So that was pretty neat. That was pretty neat. If you want to see more details on this, you can check out my day 3 plus for IDPW vlog. Wild times. Wild times. And that was my trip essentially to IDPW. And I'm really happy to see that actually coming weekend, they actually have another wrestler, an international wrestler, going there to run a 3-day seminar. His name is Ricky Utomi, and he's an Australian wrestler. I believe he has Indonesian heritage. And he's good. He is very good. Like, he is levels above me. I'm so happy that that IDPW is getting more, because they are aware that they need it. They are very, very aware they need more international wrestlers to come down and show them the ropes. I am a good start, but they need people with higher levels. Fun fact, Ricky Utomi has actually wrestled in Malaysia before, in fact, in a circus tent. That's a story for another time. But safe to say, man is very good. Ricky Utomi is very, very good, and I hope they get to learn a lot from him. Maybe even, look, I'll admit, maybe if anything, if he feels there's anything that's not up to standard, I hope he can correct them. I'm willing. I think I gave IDPW a good head start, but if Ricky Utomi needs to change trajectory a little bit based on what I did, all the best. All the best. So, IDPW truly is the final frontier. Or the first of final frontiers, I suppose. To those who are not aware, Indonesia is like the 5th largest populated country on the planet. The city of Jakarta, or at least like the greater city of Jakarta, is the most populated place on Earth. Not Tokyo, Jakarta now. I think in terms of population at least. The world's largest Muslim population, if I'm not wrong. And they have the most robust entertainment industry in all of Southeast Asia. A lot of people think it's Thailand, and they're great. They're very strong, and arguably more international than Indonesia for sure. But in terms of their own ecosystem, Indonesia by far. To the point where even us Malaysians are kind of lacking behind in that sense. In fact, some Malaysians actually go to Indonesia when it comes to entertainment-related jobs, actually. I actually know at least 2 actors that have done so. So they have all the potential in the world because they are, in many ways, Indonesians really support Indonesians. There is so much local support for IDPW already. And when it was announced that, so this was a separate thing from IDPW. When it was announced there was a wrestling thing in Indonesia, man, that video went viral so freaking fast. Because people are so much more curious and so much more receptive in terms of entertainment in Indonesia. And they have obviously the critical mass, population they need. I have legitimately, people are constantly shocked when I told them that the China of Southeast Asia is not China, it's actually Indonesia. A lot of people do not realize that. Indonesia does have a few things they need to work on, but they have the infrastructure and ecosystem for something like IDPW to thrive. What a world we live in. What a world we live in that a guy with a broken back with some wrestling knowledge is able to go to a neighboring country and help jumpstart pro wrestling training. What a world we live in. Yeah. So, where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? Now that I've done the ITPW trip, now that I've done the vlogs, now that I've done this stream, where do I, Cornelius Low, not the wrestler. The wrestling, that still will go on. That still will go on. But the VTuber. I still want to do this, but where do I go on from here? I don't want to give so many definites right now, but okay. Let me just head back to the chatting screen to explain myself. So, without saying too much, I definitely still want to continue streaming, for sure. But I think the frequency has to be less. I used to be able to do like a few times per week. With the amount of things that I'm involved in right now, especially in terms of my PW, yeah, I need to be a little more careful. I think once a week is fair, and I think it will be better if I focus more on wrestling stuff. Because previously I used to do a lot of gaming streams, right? I love to game. I miss gaming, in fact, so much. But I feel like, especially with all I'm doing right now, it's better if I focus on just making wrestling-related content. And I think I need to take advantage of the fact that I'm on YouTube, right? I should be doing more YouTube shorts. I should be making more short-form content. It makes sense for what I do, in fact. So, this is not a promise. This is just my own expectations for myself. It could be either maybe a couple short videos per week. It could be one stream per week, all wrestling related. Hey, maybe if I'm bigger, I might do a gaming stream or two, but that's for much later. That's for much later. I gotta really narrow down and get good with the niche that I've spent so many years in. That's what I should be doing. That's what I should be focusing on in order to grow this channel. Because I really do still want to grow Cafe Cornelius, this channel here, you know? And I hope you guys can be in for the ride. I hope to still continue to entertain you guys and maybe even, well, edutaining you guys, if there's such a verb, so to speak. Yeah, edutaining you guys on all things wrestling. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Disu, for all the support. I really, really do appreciate it. Actually, now that I'm here, but just very quick moment, folks. Ooh. I think, man, there's so much that's new with like YouTube and OBS that like I didn't realize at the time. Like, there's this thing called a stream marker, a highlight video. Like, what are all these things? Like could you see them as well? Just you? No chance you could able to clip a few things? I don't know. Just trying to make it work. You know? So yeah, there's a lot more that I need to see. I need to figure out what in the world is all going on with my stream elements. This is kind of concerning. But yeah, a few more things I gotta work on for sure. Clip, yeah, like you know, there's a clipping feature on YouTube for sure. I just don't know how to get to it right now. Apparently, you can add stream markers as well. In YouTube. But I haven't figured that out yet. I really should. But yeah. Okay. I think that's really about it, folks. Hey, if you want to see me in person, you know where to go to. Coash Theater. Next week, Saturday. Doors open 5:30 p.m. New Breed 4. Tickets are still available. Get them soon, folks. We are already more than halfway sold. I hope to see you guys soon. Man, what? Oh, bloody hell, what did I used to say to end? Oh, yeah. Well, here's to more streams and content in the future, folks. Thank you so much for being patient with me, and thank you so much for welcoming me back to this space. Okay. I think Cafe Cornelius is now going to sign off, folks. Have a lovely night, everyone. Have a lovely